Let's start with health care. Where do you think we're headed with this? Is this done until after they try tax reform and infrastructure? Because, we're hearing these, I don't know if they're signals, but we're hearing these words from Paul Ryan, which we just played a few minutes ago, and the White House has indicated that they're closer now than they were last Friday, that they're not giving up on this. Whether it's with or without Democrats, do you think something could get done here sooner rather than later or not?
I'm doubtful. They can do a version of the big bill. I think it'd be tough in the House and even tougher in the Senate. People have sort of lost track of the fact that even if they had muscled it through the House, they were looking at a very, unpromising playing field in the Senate. And does Donald Trump really want to spend the months negotiating with senators, maybe dragging a pretty unattractive, honestly, piece of legislation across the finish line? I just think they're misconceiving this. I think Trump, in a way, I'm not a huge Trump fan, as you know, but on this one, I think his instincts are actually better than those of the Republican establishment. I suspect his instincts are to do some bite-sized things the way he's doing with the executive orders. They're not huge. You change a couple of executive orders. They're not going to change the face of America. But does it help the economy? Does it help energy, oil and gas? If you repeal some of the EPA things, you can do the same thing legislatively. He can get some appropriations for things he cares about, the wall, defense spending. He could do some stuff on health care that's not changing the whole system, but some stuff that would get prescription drugs down, prices down, for example. Some things moderates would like, some things conservatives would like. I think he needs to kind of have a little more of a, bite-sized, medium-sized approach to this. Paul Ryan, whom I like and respect, he really thinks in this kind of think tanky way. Let's all the pieces are connected, which is sort of true, but still, that doesn't mean you have to fix all the pieces at once. And so the idea that you're going to do some massive tax reform and infrastructure all together, I just don't buy that.
So you say the bite-sized agenda will work better?
Yes, for at least a while. You get some victories in that, and then maybe in the fall you say, hey, look, there are some big things we've got to do here where things are going in the right direction. The economy's picked up because of some of these bite-sized things. Now we got to suck it up and do the big things. But that's usually how it works, incidentally. It's not like Obama didn't get Obamacare through until April of his second year.
Right.
Reagan didn't get tax reform through till the summer of his first year, and he had a lot, more momentum on tax reform, obviously, than the Republicans have on the health care bill, which is kind of a mess. So I would be a little more, and even there, he got tax cuts through in '81. Think about this for a minute. Reagan got the big tax cuts through, which he campaigned on in '81. He didn't do tax reform until his second term. So again, the idea that you're going to change everything, border adjustment taxes, get rid of state and local deductions, you're just buying an awful lot of fights at once. And he has a pretty narrow majority in the Senate when you get down to it, 52 Republicans. So I think being a little more, people might say, well, this is too limited or it's not big enough, but you can do a lot if you just do it in this kind of incremental way, I think.